So yeah, esoteric. You know, there's a lot of religions that they are esoteric without saying they're esoteric. Like a little hidden protective thing. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to eat those crackers. I mean, not like that. I save them for my soups. That's why they run out. I'll be eating them and drinking them with coffee and stuff. I got this granola bar. Back in the day when I was a carnivorous, something like this would be a good snack, and I'd be snacking it. But I'd be like, oh, this is nothing. This is everything to me right now. I can't have anything else. Oh, I'm a vegan diabetic, which is one of the hardest things in the world. It's easier to eat meat and lose weight and work out than to keep on this keeping on it. Because you know, I think a lot of the things in my life, why things went a certain way, because not because I did it purposely or how should I say this? I was very negligent, right? But I thought I was okay, you know? I seemed okay. I gotta stop. I had the soup before I came on. It was decent. Lentils mixed with potato and tomato. So, this health thing is really was a big scare for me. You know, I got into an accident on Thanksgiving. I cut my hand, um, joking around, and then I wound up getting an infection. Like right now, see, this is what I'm supposed to put on my cast. Oh, it hurts like hell. And now I had this poison in my body, and I said we're trying to fight it, but your diabetes is in the way. I was like, diabetes? I couldn't believe it. Like around Thanksgiving, you know, unbelievable. I was so scared. I looked online and it said, "How do you beat diabetes? You can only beat diabetes by eating greens and drinking water." I was like, the first thing that popped into my mind was vegan. Holy crap! I never thought. I mean, I wanted to be a vegetarian. I tried to be a little bit vegan sometimes, but I never thought I had no choice to do it or else I'd die. It wasn't bad, you know. Ouch. But I noticed I was getting these sores on the side of my legs that were so itchy that it was unreal. That I would scratch them with anger and with vengeance, like F you, you're not gonna do this to me. And it would rip up and open and bleed and be like really infected. And then all of a sudden I was like, I stopped. Super antibiotic program. 6 weeks. They had to put a pick line in my arm because the poison went all over my body and said it was too late. When I was at the careless facility in Oxnard, they effed up my pick line. I got infected. I had to come home. Now this is what I'm doing. Every day I suffer. It feels like the flu. My bones, my skin, everything is so fucking cold. I'm always putting on like right now. I'm telling you, this is a surprise that I look like this. I think it's because I kept eating soup and I was drinking hot chocolate. So I was like sweating to death right before I came on, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to let them see me with like a super sweaty face, like when your eyes and your fucking nose and mouth are all sweaty, and you're like, hi, and then you wipe yourself, like, you're all clammy. I don't look like I lost weight. I don't know why. It doesn't look like it. But when I stand and I talk to people, like, what happened? They do that to me, like, are you okay? Come on, let's eat. I'll buy you a steak. Like, I can't. Don't you understand? Like, have an egg sandwich. You're not gonna die. I was like, I will. Nah, I think it makes the pain worse and makes everything worse. Fuck it. Right? Fuck it. Fuck it with the eating living things with DNA. It hits me hard. It hits me heavy. But I do, man. I miss, like, I look at I want a steak, an egg sandwich, a pizza, a cup of coffee with milk, like I used to. Now I got, um, uh, I keep saying oat milk. Oat milk is weird. Oh, there was an oat milk I had and made me think that it was like camel's milk or something. My girlfriend's gonna be like, what? I didn't want to tell her because it was so bad that it made me gag because I kept looking at it and pouring it in a cup and pouring it in another. I look at stuff, and it was like yellow, and I was like, "What is this?" Nah. Camel milk. Camel milk is good for you. I forget why my girlfriend wanted to have camel. I think it's for her because she fights um, Hashimoto's disease, so she has to have camel milk a lot. We haven't had it in a while. It's not in season now. um, so getting a lawyer for fighting that is tough. It's taken a while, So, but on the good side, dun dun. Um, what did I say? I know the next thing I'm gonna do. What do you mean, things are going through my mind. This thing that is, want to say is just, it's definitely made me wake up a lot to thinking, not negatively, but thinking, oh, could something bad happen? So I brought it to the Oracle. The Oracle says, it's good, it's just slight immaturity arguing. And that is, in Brood America. And Brood America making one last album. Me vibing off that album for a decade. Oh. But so yeah. A lot of songs that I have written as in Chris Blakk, The World, my esoteric side, I would say a nice handful of songs that are political and spiritual, which goes with And Brood America, which that's why I was telling Hector the other day, the bassist of And Brood America, my boy, my brother, and Jesus. In Brood America Christianity. Somebody said that the other day. Um, so yeah, you know, I'm gonna start writing. You know, Embrute America was supposed to do this song. We used to jam out to it a little bit, but I never had lyrics for it. I kind of had lyrics. It's called Chaos. Chaos will walk. The Bible teaches that with the faith, you can manifest. So the idea to point your finger and say, in the name of Jesus, I command this chaos to turn around and walk away. And people say, who do you think you are, Moses? God's not going to allow miracles like that in this day and age. Who did God allow that for? In the ancient times. Pharaoh? Why? They said that the Egyptians were nasty and mean and vulgar and all this stuff. Kemet was holy, and they had all their prayers answered. So, I tried to tell people a long time ago, when I was a Christian, you have to be holy. That's how things get better. That's how things go. Oh, we're not under the law. That new Christianity, lazy, don't want to do nothing, don't want to just sit there and just think that you could just be and that's it. It's supposed to be true, but not in a time where you're needed for work. To do something for God that's going to help make things better in society. You know? A lot of people are, traumatized and they go through things and then they come to Christianity and they're like, oh, and it's good. It's good. See, that's what I'm saying. But then some people, and you know what's funny? I brought these people up. These people are the ones to keep going harder and want to be in ministry. But some people, they come to Christianity and they're like, oh, I'm just like hanging out. What is this show? That's all they do. And, they're nice people. If they need something, somebody will help them. But it's not the same when you're accomplishing things and doing things and be able to make decisions, doing big things. So I'm going to say something. People plan things that are evil, but Allah is the best of planners. He'll make sure. You know, the reason why I brought up being holy and what I said was because manifesting and get your prayers answered, because when you are holy, right? Let's say I say this in a Christian way. When you're on your knees and your face is in the Bible, always you tend to do the right things. And when you're doing the right things and you're living good and your face is in that Bible and you're on your knees more and more, and you're doing it more, guess what happens? You start to manifest things like boom, boom. And it's the same thing. It's incredible when it comes to Islam. You know, I'm sure it's Hasidic, but Islam, Christianity, those two, right there. I can tell you for sure when you act holy, when you do holiness, you really do. You stop cursing, you stop listening to bad music, you stop watching things you're not supposed to be watching on TV. You kind of take it down a lot, and you just start concentrating on becoming a better person and a better person of your religion. So you start doing it more. You start reading. You start doing everything that you think is right. It's when you stop looking at yourself and you start looking at others and going, "Oh, what is this?" and stop. Muslims too. Stop that shit. Stop going to your brother going, "Oh, you're not doing this. This is not. Oh, this is not the sunnah. This is not iman. You have no iman." Stop it. Take care of yourself. Worry about yourself and do for yourself so you can do for others instead of going around pointing, saying, Aki ain't doing it right. He's not, this is not right. This is not, he's wrong, he's messed up. He's in haram. Stop that. It's not a manly thing. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what religions say or books say. You don't do that. Be a man. Okay? Christians too. Just stop looking at your brother and going, "Oh, he's looking at him. Look at him. He's doing. He's a." If your brother's listening to music or doing something, don't. But his life is going good. He's in church. He's giving. He's doing his thing. Don't go over to be like, "Oh, you shouldn't be listening to that." You should go over to him and hug him and be like, "Brother, you're blessed. I'm so glad you're here. If you need anything, let me know. Help him. Stop this shit already with the things that you're doing. Making something out of nothing. You know, I understand that Islam is very, 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 very poignant, and it's for a reason. Fine. But just take it easy, man. Take it easy with people. Stop being like that. I'm talking about when it comes to things that are not, it's not killing somebody. Just let things be. Let the person change on their own. Let them do it. You know?
You're willing to be at your computer from 9 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. on most weekdays.
Don't believe the hype. Isn't that funny? Hear what I'm saying? Because the people that go around pointing at people saying this is not right, they may have certain things down perfect, but they're not perfect. Alright? You're already in haram. You're in haram going around telling people they're in haram. Not because of that. Because of the way you're acting. You don't really see that from somebody that has been through the worst. They're poor. They worked hard. They're like hardened and tough, but smart and good. You won't see them being like that to nobody. They're cool. They're like, "Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it." You know. All that stress is not healthy. It's not healthy for somebody to live that way. "Oh God, I did something wrong." Because God is not doing that. God in the Quran, these things that are sayings because God wants us to get already in the mode that it's been millions of years that we're on this earth and it's not in the mode of holiness because the whole earth would have changed already. We would have been in utopia. We would have destroyed everything, all the bad guys already. That's how they get destroyed, not by our fighting, by our being holy. When good people are holy and the good religions of the world, they're all holy, they get together and everything, they start doing good things. They start, those who have wealth, they share their wealth. And it starts multiplying. But why isn't it they share their wealth? They're afraid. Because maybe they're not sharing their wealth with people that have that holy multiplicity. Holy multiplicity is when you're holy for real inside and you're really a good person. You do holy things and you're being holy, and then it proves because things starts happening for you, And when I say that, it's not good to talk like that, but your decisions that you make are starting to be towards the things of God. And when I say all these things, why would you become this person like this, but not get the like if you're a man and you got a family, you're doing this, but you're not going to get hooked up, you're not going to get a job, you're going to get money for your kids, for your food, for your family. Of course. Because you got to get out there and look for it and get it. But God's not going to leave you. If you're being holy and you're reading the word and you're doing the right thing and you're not doing the wrong thing and you're not sinning and giving into sin and you're forget this. Oh no, we're not part of this. You can get into heavy sin just by sitting there thinking about something. So the point is, no, we don't want to stress ourselves out, but we got to understand that life will change. Life gets better. Things become beautiful. When we do the right thing, we start, loving God with a whole heart, being real. We want people to be real with us. We don't like when people lie to us. We don't like when people slight us. We don't want to be slighted even the slightest bit because then we're like, how you think God feels? God's like, man, I did all this for this person, and this person's like, well, you didn't do this one thing, so, and then they're like, we have to learn our lessons through our own lives, I think about it too. I think about how much I get sad, and I'm like, oh, my kids, and I'm thinking about, well, if God is a father, and I'm like, leave me alone. So now I'm trying to turn things around, After my accident, everything is just so weird and unsure, But anyway. You heard that song already. Old school, Eric B. and Rakim, microphone feed. So we're going to go into the word. Bless God. I promise that whenever I go into the word, I'm just going to open. I'm not going to try to, So, we got here. I keep hitting the mic, sorry. I don't know why I'm reading this. Oh. 1 Samuel chapter 20. And David fled from Naioth in Ramah, and came and said before Jonathan, what have I done? What is mine iniquity? And what is my sin before thy father, that he seeketh my life? And he said unto him, God forbid, thou shalt not die. Behold, my father will do nothing either great or small, but that he will show it to me. And why should my father hide this thing from me? It is not so. And David swore moreover, and said, Thy father certainly knoweth that I have found grace in thine eyes. And he saith, Let not Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved. But truly as the Lord liveth, as thy soul liveth, there is but a step between me and death. Then said Jonathan unto David, Whatsoever thy soul desireth, I will even do it for thee. And David said unto Jonathan, Behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I should not fail to sit with the king at meat. But let me go, and that I may hide myself in the field unto the third day at even. If thy father at all miss me, then say, David earnestly asked leave of me that he might run to Bethlehem, his city, for there is a yearly sacrifice there for all the family. If he say thus, it is well. Thy servant shall have peace. But if he be very wroth, then be sure that evil is determined by him. Whoa. Whoa. You know what's crazy? That I've been doing moon phases for like so long. And every time I open the Quran or every time I open the Bible, like something like that happened to you. You see that part? That part hit me. That part hit me hard. I was like, whoa. But there's something about that story. You know? What is it? Was it what happened at the end of what I said? 1 Samuel chapter 6. Was it chapter 6? I just closed it. But anyway, so I just want to say that I'm grateful to come out here and share, the Bible and the Quran. And I don't know the Quran that well, so I can't just go to it. Like, I actually didn't go to those verses like that. I just opened. I thought that was cool. Let me see if it works with the Quran. It's so hard to see. So I'm gonna. Hold on a second. I can't see. Oh. Okay. The Surah, the Prophets. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Their reckoning has drawn near to men, and in heedlessness are they turning aside. There comes not to them a new reminder from their Lord, but they hear it while they sport. Their hearts trifling, and those who are unjust counsel together in secret. He is nothing but a mortal like yourselves. What? What will you then yield to enchantment while you see? He said, My Lord, know that what is spoken in the heaven and the earth, and be in the hearing and the knowing. Nay, say they medlies of dreams. May he has forged it, nay, he is a poet, so let him bring us a sign as the former prophets were sent. Bismillah ar-Rahim ar-Rahim. I'm so grateful for the Word of God. And so I'm just glad that everybody could listen in. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to stay. But I'm trying to breathe and Alright, I got a song. Thank you everybody for listening in. Hopefully next time have a new guest on the show. Yo, guns go bow bow. Yo, Big L is the shit, man. Miss Big L. Peace. Peace and power to the brother in the Astro. When you play a song of a dead person, you're giving them alms, you're making them good energy, you know, for love. Ask somebody. Commit sins with sick friends, cause I'm a money getter, also a honey hitter. You think you nice as me? Haha, I use a funny nigga. I flows, so one of my shows wouldn't be covered in this. I'm leaving competitors just to tell you the truth, it gets no better than this. Thank you for listening in. Because Chris Blakk Los Angeles is also American radio.